F.O.M DTF, and decided to jump on and see who's on, show some love, and, just see who's out there and see what's going on with the printer world, people. And I know we've been having issues lately with these printers, with climate and humidity issues and things and whatnot. So just wanted to jump on to see what's going on with the folks out there, the TV land, YouTube, cyber land. We are printing out a simple image right here, looking at how the white is laying so beautiful and nice. I'm like, man, let me go check out those products. Go to the website, FOMDTF.com. It's going to be a link in the description for you guys to check out these products. Laying that white, it's only 30, man, it's super white. That's on a 30. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my color settings as well, for you guys come back and capping you guys up. Check this out. It's the image that you're printing right here, right? You guys can see. And the white is only at a 30. That's crazy. Let me zoom in on that. It's on a 30, 35 on the color. And you guys can see how this white is laying. That's why I say the F.O.M DTF ink, the whites, the CYMKs, we got good color, good quality. The powder, the film, everything is tested for you to get good quality prints. No banding issues, no head striking issues. So you guys, it take a method, take formula, testing and testing and testing to get the right powder in. Some people out there done it for you already, but you gotta test it for yourself. But yeah, this is printing out super nice. And I want to talk about colors, because you don't need ICC profiles for all the images that you print, but when you have an ICC profile, it's good, it's better, you know what I mean? So I just want to say that because I had a customer had an image to print it out for them. It was like it didn't come out accordingly to the colors that they used. They didn't use any ICC profile, so when we printed the same way they printed, it didn't come out right. So if you got colors and everything is locked in with your ICC, to say, hey, I got my swatches, these are the colors I need to use, and we can go ahead and dial your colors in and get them matched directly to what you previously printed before. That's the only how we can do that. But so far as that's going to be hard to do it, just trying to print in the dark, trying to 40, 30, 35, trying to figure it out on the colors and stuff. It's not going to come out right. So keep that in mind, guys. So what we got? Amos, how you doing? Shouts out to you. We got Baby Giant. Shouts out to you. LOC. What's good? What else? I see somebody else real fast. Oh, thought I seen somebody else. What's good with you guys? How you guys doing? How the business is going? The printing going on? You guys still, talk to me. You know what's good. I'm gonna show you this image when it comes out. I want to print it, I think, a 10 by 10. Like I said, I'm just running some ink through this print head, so it won't clog up on me and stuff like that. And that's about it. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? We have a lot of people that started to join the channel, and I was telling a friend of mine, he watched my channel probably for like the second or third time, and he's like, wow, you about to be monetized in a minute. Just called me out the blue, like, hey man, I see you about. So yeah, I mean, well, y'all know what I mean. But I was like, it caught me out of the blue that he was watching the channel and was looking at the numbers. That's what I said. But yeah, but we on the road. We on the road to 1,000 subs. Yeah, it feels good. And I'll be trying to, put this in a perspective to where make it make sense. But this image is coming out nice. Let me show you guys what this white looks like. And this printer only has 6 channels. There's only 6 channels on this printer. This printer right here, I print every other day with this printer, but I do the maintenance every day. And the trick to it is, this is the trick. When your humidity is up, you don't want to do any type of maintenance, cleanings, or printing, or anything like that. You want to wait until you bring the humidity down, and then you do your cleanings, and then your maintenance, and whatever you want to do, and start your printing. So a lot of people have a lot of orders coming in, like a lot of customers, and printer, they do a nozzle check, it looks good, they start printing, but that's how you start getting issues with the clogging of the lines and stuff start being missing in the whites or in the colors. Because you still can see a clear nozzle check, but if the whites ain't super white, but they're white, you can see all the nozzles. I'll try to do a cleaning and bring it back to super clear if I can see, because if it's half-ass clear, by the time you start printing, it's gonna start losing. You're gonna lose some colors. gonna lose some lines, some channels. For sure. But you got a big production, you gotta keep these things factored in. That's how the white look. Like I said, that white looks super nice. Show you what the color is looking like. Looks super nice, popping. But me personally, from my experience, the only how you can get away with not having the print head too much affected is doing the cleanings when the humidity is cool. So let me show you guys something real fast right here. Check this out. See, when the humidity right here, it says it's okay. You want to make sure that if it's high, it's going to tell you it's high. It's going to tell you right here. It's going to say high. You want to make sure that's down low because it makes the print head, not work so hard. You have to do so many cleanings to try to keep the print head, unclogging and keep all the channels full and no gaps in your lines. But, like I said, it's kind of hard when some people have multiple printers, or it's hard when you have a desktop printer. So let me speak about these desktop printers real quick, because we all got to start from somewhere. I know that, trust me. But I seen it on Facebook. It's a CSI system, bulk ink system they call it. You can call it either or. It's an external ink system that sits outside the printer, and you attach it in a lines, and you run it to your ink dampers and everything, and then you run the lines there, and then that's how you can get external ink from outside, bulk ink. So you have to keep on filling the little ink inside, and you can be able to agitate the ink as well, right? That's all good and dandy. You're gonna spend $300, $400, $500 or whatever on that system, right? But to think about it, put it in terms to where the longer you print with these A3 printers, I had a print head somewhere, but I probably got it upstairs, but they super small. So the faster and the longer it prints, the hotter it's going to get. And that's when the clogging start happening, because the ink start to heat up inside the print head. And if you don't have nothing cooling it down as it print, then it's going to just start coagulating. And then once that happens, it's going to start thickening up, and then it's going to clog. And then if you don't have an ink stir, or if you do have an ink stir, it's only so much the printer can take, because you're printing for long periods of time. That printer is only really made to print black and white copies or color copies at a certain amount, and that's it. Not all day, every day long. So that right there becomes a problem down the line when you start asking questions like, dang, I got this printer, they gave it to me, it's printing good, but now a week later, 3 days later, it's starting to have problems. Like, what's going on? And that's when you start finding out, because now you're trying to take a desktop printer and try to do production with it, and then they have a type of clashing of the titans, and you're going to figure out, then you be stuck with all this ink, powder, and film, and you be like, damn, got all this stuff that's sitting right here, man, waste the money, we find another print head, and be right back in the same situation again. So you want to understand, we start from somewhere, I understand that, and the education, or you looking at something and you interpret it the wrong way and think it's going to equal this, and it's not, it's okay. Because I did it personally myself. And I talk to a lot of people that's doing these and having these mistakes, that's print shops or mobile printing companies or whatever the situation may be. You can be a home-based business, or you can be a commercial-based business. But having the right knowledge, because they know these people got their pockets and their dollars, and they want to see who got the best turnout and the quickest experience, and I get the best quality product, and I only did it in this amount of time, then that's when your pocketbooks they're gonna bleed you guys dry. So I'm just trying to tell people from a real perspective, like, okay, well, you're gonna have to be some type of technician in between. You're gonna learn to be, because you're gonna be tired of spending money, or you want to learn how to maintenance it before you want to come into these problems at the beginning. People mind frames and mind states, it's different. Like you buy a car. Hey, what type of engine, gas mileage? It's an easy maintenance. How many people break down this car? Do a review and see this car is a good car to have. So you want to do all this stuff with these printers too as well. Like I said, we all start from somewhere, because when I first jumped on YouTube and I started seeing these printers printing stuff like that, I wanted to go personally, the first desktop printer I seen. I go, yeah. And then, some people look at it as trying to take whatever I said, not the cheat rate out, but the budget route. You know what I mean? It's like living on a Robin Noodle budget. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm living on a Robin Noodle budget, but at the same time, you're going to make it happen. You're still getting fed. But anyways, I just want somebody to jump on here and tell me about their printer problems, or how they print life going, or, just share some little experience with me, instead of me just ratting and raving and talking. But I just want to make sense when it comes to it, but at the same time, sometimes I don't articulate stuff in the proper manner. But I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better at this, man. I sure am. But anyways, shouts out to everybody for watching the channel, commenting and hitting me up and reaching out to me outside of YouTube. I really appreciate that. And plus, shouts out to Canada, because I was talking to somebody in Canada probably like 1 o'clock this morning, 12 or 1 o'clock this morning, just texting back and forth or whatnot. So, like I was telling him, just hit me up and we can try to figure it out. But so, because sometimes people, your mind always wonders, and you don't have the contact information to somebody who can really know what's going on, or you can reach out to and ask those questions. I try to be that rock between this and that. Be too far up on the totem pole. I'm super rich or I'm super wealthy, so I don't have to talk to nobody no more. I try not to be that person. Even though everything in life for me is good, and I appreciate everything that I have and things around me. But I mainly want to just reach out to the people to get you guys to understand, when you go to these print conventions and these trade shows and all these big old, that's what everybody with their pocketbook, or the investors, the people who want to put money into it, whatever. You got to watch out, because you can get caught up so far up to where you invest so much in it and get little back in return. And customer service is everything, guys. And I try to have the best customer service skill as possible. And I try to wake up every day, be like, hey, if anybody calls or whatever, let me try to put on the best game face I have, so I can get a person the valuable information, so I can make them feel like a valuable customer. And you don't got to purchase anything. You just call me and ask me some questions, and I try to give you the best information ever that I can. But the information I give people is good for this time, and then maybe a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months later, a different technique probably will come out or something like that. And when I test different techniques, so I just think about it and see how can I perfect what's going on, how to clean this, or what's the best, when I sit back and look. And that's when I give it to you guys. So, like I said, learn these printers, or learning the printer that you're printing with, just make sure it's commercial grade printer. Make sure that it meets your printing demands, it meets your standard, and make sure it can print over A3 to A4 film. 17-inch desktop printers is cool. P5000s or whatever else. Those printers are some great printers to print with if you want to start with a desktop printer that has a nice printing capability and a nice size that you can actually print wide on to 17 inches. So want to keep them factors in mind, because you have people who are big people who have big sizes, 4X, 3X. You can't put no 13-inch image on no 4X shirt. Now, somebody say, hey, yes, you can. I did it. How did it look? Did the customer say, hey, I really like the way this look, or did he just settle for it because that's the only thing he had to do? He got the shirt, and time for us to go to the function. You looked at the shirt, man, the fuck is this shit, man? What? Hey, man, why yours look like yours is matte, but mine look all small? It's because you big in the motherfucker. That's why. No, that's because they haven't got the right size image on your shirt. That's what it is. And you big in the motherfucker. Both of them go hand in hand. But I try to tell people about these things, and they say, hey, man, that's not what you do. I've been printing for 10 years. You print on a small-inch shirt, 11 by 12 or 11 by 14. You're right, but when you get to those big shirts, that's when the game changes. I understand the mathematics of stuff, but hey, a taper can't tailor everything for the same size. It's just different sizes. Some people I done heard on YouTube say this: I make one image for all size shirts, and this person had a real big YouTube channel. I looked and said he put that image on a 4X and a 2X and a large and a medium and small. What about a 3T? What about kid size? I said this guy got all these followers on his channel, and he talking about he put one image on the same shirt. I mean, on all shirts, no matter what size it is. One size fit all, one prints all. Come on, guys. So, I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just saying sometimes the information can get misconstrued and how you on the left and the right of things. Let me see what's going on. It says, selling my format printer, 2Gs. What do you think about that? What size? I mean, what type of printer is it? What model is it? Because $2,000, depending on what model is, and if it's good in print ready condition, you need to just modify it or just convert it or whatever. As long as the print head is in good condition, you do a nozzle check, you straight, No nozzle check A1, somebody gets a good, that's a good deal considered to me. You know, depending if a person wouldn't pay, you know, or you know. You say your husband was getting on you about a 13-inch. Okay, let me tell you this. Your husband, well, I can't tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you from what my point of view is. You go get you a 5X person, and you go get you a 3X person, and go get you a extra large person, and then you take that one image that you print on the A3-inch printer, and you can print 13. But you got to think about it, you got to take 2 inches off the side because you still got to have a border. Can't print over print. You got to print inside the border. So when you take that image and print it out, it's gonna look funny on the bigger shirts, and on the smaller shirts, it's gonna look like how it's supposed to look. Because the normal people tell you with the normal vision that what you're doing with A3, a 13 by 16 or 13 by 12 is for 2X, 3X, 4X. No, it's not. No, it's not. No. You get you a person that's big and wide and got a big old wide body, and his image gonna sit on his chest. He gonna look like a chess piece. It's gonna look like an oversized chess piece. It's gonna be like, man, hold on, man. Why your shirt look better than mine, man? It's the same image. Yeah, but yours is a big size because you a big dude and you got a little size for a little guy. That's what it's gonna come up to. I'm telling you. I done it before. I just said, man, this shit looks starting wasting my money on this goddamn shit, man. What we gonna do? Talking to my girl, baby, what we gonna do about this? We get a bigger size. You can't print half of the image on one, the other half on the other, and put it together in the middle. You know what I mean? This ain't sublimation. You know what I'm saying? All over print. You know what I mean? Shit, you gotta figure it out. But I'm telling you, you right. And your husband, he gotta just, you know, should have thought about it a little bit longer. I ain't gonna call him wrong, but he should have thought about it a little bit longer. You know, the math ain't mathing. You know, but people get away with it though. Because they've been doing it for years, getting away with it. And it depends if it's a name or something like that or whatever, you can get away with it. You know, but when you come to really looking at it and say, man, that don't look too right. It look cool, but it should have been way bigger than that, man. Think about it. Look how big you are. Look how wide you are. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so you don't want to be confused about the t-shirt making and stuff like that. So it's always good to have a large format printer. If I was you, I'd keep my printer. You know, I'll keep it and it'd be better off for you. But if you want to set it to help somebody else, if you ain't using it, you don't want to just go to waste and start clogging up on you, yeah, I'll get rid of it. But the price range is a decent price. You know, especially the person, once they start buying all the products, the ink powder, the film, the software, and all that other stuff, it's going to be, you know, it's going to even out to around like $3-4 grand. That all depends on who they go talk to, because some people can haggle you, willing to deal you, and you know, and then you want, and then that's the main thing about this. When you buy products from people that you're really not certain about, or when you have a printer that you just purchased for a nice amount of money, you want to be careful what type of ink you put inside there, especially if you don't really know nothing about DTF and you just learning trying to figure out as you go, because you be in a world of trouble. Because think about it, your printer that you selling for $2,000, those print heads cost $1,500 to $2,000 to $2,500 depending on where you buying it from. It's a reputable source, and if it works, if you get it, I mean when you get it. So think about that. That's why I say you buy a printer for me for like $3 grand, and you blow it up or do whatever, and you print head costs half of what it costs plus tax and whatever. You might as well go buy a whole nother printer and don't have to worry about maintenance and whatever. Because if it's been sitting up for a while, then you gotta probably maintenance the lines, probably gotta flush everything out, make sure the ink damper ain't clogged. So you can get into a big old money pit if you ain't careful of where you get your printer or what type of information you get. If you at home and you say, I'm trying to save $1, I want to spend all my money, I don't get this guy money, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm smart enough, I ain't stupid. And then you go put that stuff together and you come into a problem, and then it's like, man, where do I start? What do I tell this person? What happened? What went wrong? And then, you know, half the time the person ain't gonna believe you anyway, because they're gonna feel you cutting stuff out the mix because you want to feel stupid and feel like, hey, I want him to tell me I need to buy a whole nother print here or buy a motherboard. I don't want to feel that dumb, so let me just tell him just the bits and pieces of it. Not knowing, if you tell me what's going on with the printer, I'll say, nah, you need to get this and that. What happened? What did you do? And sometimes you figure it out, people did more than what they say they did. Or they forgot to mention something. Oh, yeah, I did do that, huh? oh shit, hey man, I ain't gonna tell them that. You know. But sometimes it's all type of different variables inside this. So like I said, I'm a rocket scientist. I'm no professional. I just go off of mistakes and trials and errors. I'm like a kid myself. Let me go ahead and touch that, and if it blow out, I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna touch that no more. I'm not gonna do that again. So yeah, you learn off of trial and error. You know, I got a printer back here that somebody just destroyed, just took it out, blew out, boom. You know what I mean? What did you do? Took the print head off. I dried it out for 2 hours, and I put it back. You know, the ink channel's not working no more. What do you think I need to do from here? Oh man, I don't know. Whew. You know, but is it working? Was it working when you first got it? Yeah, it worked pretty fine. It had a couple channels. It was doing nozzle checks, but these channels didn't show up. But when I removed the print head, it just cut on. Damn. So let's go from step 1 all the way to step 2 to 3 to 4 to figure out what's going on. Now you could be in the money pit from there. I done seen it. You know. So shouts out to Davis. 120 days down to count for retirement. Big ups, big props to you, sister. Do your thing. I really appreciate that. I know you're happy. I appreciate the good work for the community that you serve. Like if I was your boss. But now I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I appreciate good work. When people work hard, especially when you put some hours in on them jobs and weeks and calendars and summers, and had a gang of FUs to the people who was messing with you on the days you didn't feel like dealing with it, and you pushed through, congratulations. Shouts out to you, Davis. I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, that you got your finally can kick your feet up. You know what I mean? And so I ain't doing nothing today. I ain't doing shit today if I don't feel like it. You know, shouts out to you. And for anybody else that's working hard on the job, if you don't work for yourself, shouts out to you. It's hard to get up with a game face every day and do your makeup or drink coffee or shave your face and get up and be happy about you working for this funky ass job if you don't like your work. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, we got to get it when we out here, you know, and be connecting with real people, building a social society, because sometimes it ain't always about the dollar, but you do have to pay for your craft and put some money into what you're trying to invest into to get something out in return. That's all I can say. You know, I'd rather pay for something once than pay for it twice. I'm a prime believer of that, because I like to learn the hard way. I want to bump my head. I want one for this bust me inside my head. Bam. Damn, oh man, I don't know I can survive that. You know what I'm saying? I've been knocked inside my head so much, I'm like, man, let me slow down and start thinking. Let me bars and weave. Let me learn about my techniques, you know. Can't run into a situation sometimes, you know, not prepared. You know, and shouts out to the people, like I said, I'm about to get off here because I've been on too long. The printer's in good printing condition, ran through the system, agitated the inks, popped the cartridges in, powered the printer on, set the plating gap to widest, and then we did a power cleaning after that. Then we did a nozzle check, then we did a print. Then after we did the print, we did another couple other prints. Now, what I'm about to do, let the printer sit for, I'll say another hour or so. And once I let it sit for an hour or so, I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna do a normal cleaning, and then I'm gonna power the printer off. I'm gonna continue to continue the process the next day as if it was the same day, over and over. And don't skip nothing in between. I'm gonna do that every damn day, and don't skip nothing in between. Make sure that the humidity is right. Make sure the printing environment is good for your printer, because if you come inside your building or whatever you printing at, if it's hot and stuff in there, then it ain't gonna work. You gotta cool it down. If it's too cold in there, you sitting there for like a 10, 15 minutes, like, that's cold as hell in here. You look at the humidity, oh, it's there. Nah, get that up right, because all that stuff plays a factor in longevity of the printer. When that ink hit that film, it's gonna dictate, you know. So, and I don't always go off of nozzle checks either. I don't chase a nozzle check, because some people chase these nozzle checks, and if you miss a channel or whatever, right, and then you try to do power cleaners and stuff and all this, you wasting all this ink and stuff, then hey man, don't sacrifice 6 channels for 2 or for 1. Don't sacrifice 6 people or 7 people for 1 person. Sometimes it's gonna have a casualty. You know what I mean? You gotta have a casualty sometimes, especially if you're trying to save a person, give them life support. Like, man, we did all we can do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all want to take that into the printer too, because with these each channels is like each little soldier going into war. We gonna fight. We gonna cover that, cover this. You gonna cover that. And once you can't cover no more, you gotta swap the channel out. You know what I mean? Because he soldier down. So keep that in mind too. So if you have 6 channels working and 1 channel go out, if you do a couple cleanings and if it don't work, and that's the main channel, one of your colors, just swap that for a white spot for another channel, whatever, and keep on printing once you do a proper cleaning and flush it out and bring new ink in. Now they'll check, you see the color switch over, like, yep, it's there now. Now we can print it, start over. Cool. Bam. That's the only thing you do. That's it. And you keep on doing it until the printer mess up. And you run from those nozzle checks, keep running from those until you can't print with no more colors. Once you down whites, you out. Print head change. So keep that in mind, guys. But other than that, support the channel like you've been supporting. Go enter the raffle, because we're going to start giving away a lot of different things to people and all this whatnot. Ink, powder, film, software, heat press. We're going to start giving away all type of different stuff. You guys support the channel. The channel's going to support you guys. That's real. It's the best thing, the realest thing I can say for right now. Damn. Other than that, thank you guys. Shouts out, blessings to everybody. If you're atheist, then whatever you believe in, shouts out to that. I'm gone. I'm gone. And one more thing, for the people that's been on here for so long, congratulations on your printing before I get off here, and I believe in all you guys. Let me say that. So now I'm out of here.